Welcome to Camp Half-Blood and the Olympic Games. It was time for me to claim my team, Team Hades. So you can see from all the blue, etc, etc, I'm a very bad actor, so I couldn't play that Hades kind of vibes the entire video, but you know, Hades was obviously the team I was going for. You know, I'm a monster tamer, Team Hades. I'm turning all blue, as you can see, but please bear with me. I really love it, actually. I really love that kind of style, etc. So yeah, blue, Hades, etc. It was obvious that it would be my team, but yeah, so I'm gonna talk about my TBR for that readathon, and if you don't know what it is about, I don't know where you've been, because we talked about it on Twitter, on Instagram, etc, etc. So yeah, you should be aware of what's going on now. Just kidding, I'm myself again. I'm not Hades, I'm Team Hades, so I don't have to be that awful and that, you know, bitchy, etc, etc. But it is finally time for me to show you my TBR for the Olympic Games. If you don't know what it is, seriously, I honestly don't know where you've been, but Ishii from Ishii Time created the Olympic Games based on the Percy Jackson books, series, world, etc, with the gods, etc. And she asked Nicole from Nicole and her books, Ali from Nature of Pages, and me to be co-host. Of course, I said thank you. I felt so honored to be picked, so thank you again, Ishii, and thank you to Nicole and Ali to be co-hosting that readathon as well. It's gonna be so much fun, wolves, you have no idea. In case you don't know, it's based, yes, on the Percy Jackson books. And in case you don't know, again, I've never read that series and I'm co-hosting that readathon, yes, because it is possible. Maybe that will make me actually read the Percy Jackson series after, but for now, you can pick books for the prompts, even if you haven't read that series. If you need any help on understanding how the gods are working all together, how they are related, etc., we have a Discord which you can join and talk with us. There are different chats on the Discord, the one for everyone Olympic, so you can chat with everyone, whatever the teams, and then you have per teams, you have two chats, one to talk about what you're reading, etc., the regular chat, let's say, and then your TBR. So now that that's said, we are also on Twitter, we are also on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure you want to follow us everywhere because we're gonna have challenges, sprints, etc, etc. It's gonna be lots of fun, and of course, I should say when it's happening, it's gonna take place in June for the entire month of June. So I think I said everything for that part. Let's just dive into the TBRs. Everything will be linked down below, but I suggest you to go to Ishii's video that will be linked down below as usual. She created an amazing PDF. I will put like a picture here of mine. Yeah, you can see it's gorgeous. She did an amazing job. You have all the explanations there. Whatever the team you're picking, you have different prompts, you have different extra thingy here. At the very beginning, we thought we would go with 4 gods and 4 goddesses and 4 themes, etc. But Ishii decided to allow you to pick the god, the goddess you were feeling like a connection with, so you can pick whatever your team, even if your host didn't pick that team, that's absolutely fine. If you have any questions, you can ask them here or on the Discord, on Twitter, Instagram, we will answer you. Under Ishii's video, you're gonna see a bunch of different links, the link to the PDF, but also in case you don't know what team you would like to join, you can take a quiz and do it, and there is also a document to actually claim your team. So make sure to check everything, and once it's done, you've picked your team, please do your TBR. So for my team, Hades, King of the Dead. Hades is a ruler of the Underworld, God of the Dead and of riches. He is solitary and independent. He chooses to rely on his own resources rather than asking for help. He maintains his calm and reserved manner, but has a violent and terrifying temper, so don't be annoying. So you have 5 mandatory challenges and then you have extra challenges. First we have the Ghost King. Read a book that features the undead. It could be anything, like it could be a zombie, it could be a vampire, it could be a ghost, etc, etc. I picked the ghost. For that I picked Trinity of Bones by Caitlin Seal, which is actually the sequel to Twice Dead. I haven't seen that book enough on the Bookstagram, Book Twitter, Booktube, etc. But I really, really recommend that story. This is basically a story of Naya who goes on a mission for her father. He's some kind of merchant and he goes from one place to another. She's gonna be there, like she's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is for my father. I'm not gonna disappoint him, blah, blah, blah. And she's gonna get murdered and she's gonna come back as a ghost. But you have to learn how to live as a ghost. You have to know how come you became a ghost, how come you got murdered, and she's gonna discover so many secrets, so many conspiracy, etc. I highly recommend that series. If you want to pick it up now for that prompt. Then it is Bring a Book Back from the Dead by rereading a book. And actually, I don't want to reread a book, but guess what? We have a group read. It is Lovely War by Julie Benny. In case there is a prompt you don't know what book to pick, you can switch with the group book. All I know about that book is that it's mythology related. So why not? The Underworld is a dark and dreary place, which I personally find comfortable, but some people tend to complain just to complain. But for that prompt, you need to read a book with a dark cover. For that, I'm gonna pick Night Flyers and Other Stories by George R.R. Martin. I had that book on my TBR for ages. I know there is a show on Netflix, so I wanna watch it like so bad. So I'm gonna read that one. It has to do with a space crew who has to go on a very dangerous mission apparently. And they're kind of nervous, etc. Especially because the captain hasn't been seen in ages. He apparently sealed himself in his cabin and only appears in hologram. And I'm just like, that doesn't smell good. But I'm intrigued. Then we have Death Comes Randomly and Without Warning. You need to read a book that you're gonna pick randomly, so a random generator of some kind. For that, I'm gonna do things differently. So we need to pick a book for the Howling pack. In case you don't know, this is just a monthly book club that I have. We just buddy read a book, no lives, etc, etc. But I suggested 4 books. We need to pick 1. So if you want to vote, the link will be down below. So you can pick my TBR and yours if you want to buddy read with me and the pack. Then we have a different type of prompts. We have Hermes. He's the only Olympian who can visit anywhere and he can come down at home in the underworld. So for that, I need to do one of his prompts. The prompt I picked is read a book with a snake on the cover. Yes, it's gonna be the Ballad of Songbirds or whatever it is, the prequel to Hunger Games. If you know me, you know that I wasn't a fan of the Hunger Games, so why would I pick that book? Because I obviously said that I wouldn't pick it. That's because Cindy from Readathon Cindy picked that book for the Paper Cut Book Club, so that's the pick for June, so I'm gonna be joining them. Thank you so much again, Cindy, for asking me to join you for that live. But yes, that's what we're gonna read. Hopefully I will like it and then I will give the Hunger Games a second try. But yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm also super scared that I'm gonna hate it and then everyone's gonna hate me because I hate it. So finger crossed I don't hate it. Then for my team, I have 2 extra prompts. Sword and Shield. Pick a book with a character you think you will not get along with. And that one was pretty easy. So I picked The Night Country. So this is a sequel to the Hazelwood, yeah, very controversial book. I'm still intrigued. I still want to give this one a try. I didn't hate the first book, so that's maybe the difference. But I think that I'm gonna hate the main character in this one because she was becoming very annoying at the end of the first one. So I think that she and I don't have anything else in common now or anymore. So I'm gonna read that one. Then we have Monster Fighting, so you have to read a book with a magical creature. Obviously, I had to pick the last book in the Memoir of Lady Trent series. This is the last one, yes, but this is not the last book following that series, if that makes any sense. There is one more following her granddaughter story, I think. So yeah, I cannot wait. That's gonna be an audiobook, by the way. So yeah, I'm finishing it. Actually, it's done for my TBR, but I decided to pick 5 more books for the 5 extra prompts left because we don't all do the same extra prompts and I just decided to actually pick more just in case I've read all the rest. I could continue my adventure. Archery. You have to read a book with less than 200 pages. For that, I picked Life on Mars by Tracy K. Smith. Full of poems, so it's gonna be easy to read. And yes, sci-fi poems. I'm really intrigued. Then we have Pegasus Writing. You have to read a book that was published within the last 5 years. And for that I picked The Promised Neverland. This is a manga, so short. That's what we need for readathons. And it was published, I don't know when. First printing December 2017. So that's right. Then you have Canoeing, a book with a blue cover. Yeah, I'm really like digging that color. But for that I picked Murder, Morals and Ladylike by Robin Stevens. This is a book that we will be reading for the middle grade book club hosted by Gavin, Jade and Chris. This is a middle grade thrillery, all blue, like it's just perfect. So I can read it. It's a very long series, so hopefully I will like it so I can get all the others. Climbing Wall, the next book in a series. Starside, obviously. I know it's a chunkier, but it's gonna be read super fast, as Skyward was. So yes, the final one is Capture the Flag. So you have to read the book that was at one point in your most anticipated book list. And for that I picked this one, so Black Door. I was really looking forward for that book when it came out. Never got to it, so this is the time to do it. And that cover, it matches everything. Never mind, but I love that cover. It sounds so interesting, so I'm gonna pick that one. And that's it, was we picked all the books I needed for my prompts, and extra prompts. Let me know down below if you are participating in that readathon, what team you picked, because you don't have to pick team Hades, even if it's the best, in my own opinion, or whatever. You do you, boo. I don't know what that was, but never mind. Yeah, I really hope you will have fun with us. Please follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, talk to us on Discord. We're pretty active and the community is just getting excited about it, and it's just nice to see. Thank you again to Ishi for asking me to co-host the readathon, and thank you to Nicole and Ali for joining us and for making this happen. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I cannot wait for the entire month of June. But yeah, well, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna leave you here. Let me know if you've read any of the books I picked. Let me know if your TBR is already up so I can watch it. Link it down below. And yeah, just follow us everywhere. Have fun with us. Wolves, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the pack. Talk to me in the comment section as usual. And until next time, take care, wolves. Bye. And now I'm gonna wash out all that blue. I'm digging that look. I really love it. Should I make it permanent?